I'm Arye Lynet, and today I'll be trying my best to make a bunch of snap judgments about a selection of the villages from Animal Crossing New Horizons. But it won't just be me making judgments today. Yes, that's right. I have my first ever guest on this podcast. Want to say hi?
Hello.
Hi. Now, I'd like to put my guest through a little introduction ritual before we get onto the topic itself.
Oh no.
Oh yes, if it's all right with you, tell us your name, what you do, and a fun fact about yourself.
Okay. I'm Shannon. I am the sister of
Yes.
said podcast host.
Yes.
Um, I am currently working towards becoming a primary school teacher in the UK,
Mm-hmm.
and I like doing makeup bits on my Instagram. Well, my makeup Instagram, which is Shan Victoria with an extra A on the end.
I had to tell her that.
Um, and a fun fact about me is I love to craft.
Yes. And you're really good at it as well.
Thank you.
So I also like to bestow every one of my guests with a random question. And this changes every time I have a guest, or it will change. This is the first one. So every guest will have their own unique question, and your question is, if you could sacrifice any celebrity to the fire gods, who would it be?
I feel like this is a very fitting question for me.
Yeah.
Um, First name that pops into my head is Pharrell, Pharrell Williams. Purely because of his hit single "Happy." And it's traumatized my life ever since.
It induces rage in both of our souls.
Yeah. So him.
I mean, I'd try and help him back up afterwards because he did do some pretty good work for Ariana Grande's Sweetener, but like I wouldn't stop you from doing that.
No, I
So
can't be stopped.
so let that be the indicator.
I will avenge myself for Happy.
Yeah, and all those blasted minions. So now we've got that over with, let's get into the villages we'll be talking about. So we're going to be working with a couple of different categories for the villages, and these are going to be both positive and negative.
Perfect.
And there are probably going to be like intersections between like which characters we have in which categories as well. You think?
Sort of like fading into each other a little bit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I think.
particularly for mine because I'm the most indecisive person ever.
Yeah.
So I did actually struggle compiling my list.
To be fair, I actually struggled quite a bit getting everything together
Yeah.
too.
And considering the amount of villages that are in New Horizons, which is,
391, I think.
yeah,
Far too many.
that's a lot of villages to rake through.
Yeah. So we're not going to be including any of the special characters or like the people who are like in the shops or whatever. This is just going to be out of the villages that could move onto your island. And we were originally going to do all of them, but
Oh, we worked it out
yeah,
and it would have taken so
it
long.
would have been a 10-episode arc. So we're
I
not
mean,
going to do that.
I wouldn't have minded it, but I don't think anyone would be listening by like the third hour.
Yeah, I think it would be a little bit taxing on our audience. And I care about you, and I don't want you to have to listen through all of that. That's just cruel
No.
of me. So we're just going to cover some specific ones that we have. Let's just say we have opinions on them. So, you excited for this?
I'm extremely excited. I'm excited to praise some and bully others.
I'm excited for a good roasting.
Oh yes.
So this is
Sorry to interrupt, but
it's okay.
I'm quite peed off that I can't completely insult Tom Nook in this episode.
Yeah, well, you could have sacrificed him to the fire gods, but you missed
Oh,
that chance.
oh no.
Hmm. Miss all the shots you don't take, especially when they're in volcanoes. So this is all going to be in the spirit of fun, and it's going to be a little irreverent, but we never intend to be offensive when we say any of these
No,
things.
it's all jest.
I like to think we're both decent people, at least as far as I know.
Yeah.
So if you want to follow along with our judgmental antics in this episode, you can check on the Animal Crossing wiki. There's a list of all of the villages, and when we point to a specific one, you can check on the alphabetical list to see who we're talking about. Or if you just have a really good memory, you just might know exactly who we're talking about. So that's a good skill to have. But
And can they like write messages or reviews or anything to your podcast or
depending on the platform, you can write a review.
um uh think it would be a cool idea if they could maybe respond back to you with like which characters they would put in each category.
Yeah,
I'd be interested to know if anyone shares my opinions.
sure. And if you can leave a review, then do that. But if you can't leave a review, then feel free to DM me on Instagram or tweet me. Links are all in the description. And I will
Nice
also
plug.
I know, I'm getting good at this. Also, my sister's Instagram is also going to be in the description.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have to do all the work around here.
So kind to your guests.
All right, that's enough of a spiel. Now let's get into it. So each of us is going to take it in turns to list our villagers for each of the categories in this episode. And the first category is what we have deemed the chaotic tier of characters. So I'm going to start with my first chaotic villager, who is Sprocket. And Sprocket is a jock ostrich villager who is also a robot. And the source of my trauma around this one is that I met him on a friend's island, and when he started talking to me, I, I think he just like started off very, very intensely, and it just scared the living daylights out of me. So yeah, not my favorite. What do you think?
I mean, I'm looking at a photo of Sprocket now. We've got the what is it? Wiki page?
Yeah, the wiki
Yeah,
page.
we've got the wiki page up on the computer looking at it.
We're using animalcrossing.fandom.com.
Um, One thing I will say I do like is like orange boiler suit thing going on.
He looks like he's just got out of prison.
Oh yeah.
Orange is the new black.
Chic. Um, I like him to be honest.
I think I think I just having that experience has kind of scarred me personally.
Ah, okay. So it's more of like a personal vendetta.
Or personal concern, more or
Yeah.
less. Like I'm just
Hmm.
a little nervous perhaps.
Okay. Well,
We all have those things, a little irrational
I
stuff.
will say if he malfunctioned, that would be chaotic.
That would terrify me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to leave the house.
Oh well. Sorry,
Yeah,
Sprocket.
yeah, sorry about that. You're cool, but you're also like terrifying to me in a way.
Right, so the first pick for my chaotic villagers is Agent S.
Ooh.
Right. I love Agent S. So this isn't like a bad take on
Oh
this
yeah.
villager or anything.
Chaotic doesn't mean bad.
No, just absolute chaotic energy.
Yeah, exactly.
The vibes are too high
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. So on her, I keep wanting to say Wikipedia, but it's just wiki, isn't it?
Yeah.
On her wiki page, it says peppy, which that sort of goes with the chaotic
Yeah. There's a
theme.
lot of energy.
Fitness, again, energy. Sidekick. Now that the catchphrase sidekick, it makes me think, Agent S, are you a secret agent? What's your mission? And
Yeah.
then in my notes, I've written the need for speed is too much.
Yeah, she looks like she's on a mission and I'm rather intimidated by it. That
Yeah.
amount of like intensity.
Yeah, like slow down. You're on a desert island.
Yeah, it's like there is no need for that.
But also, if I don't know if anyone's following along on the actual fandom wiki page, and you can see the photos of Agent S, well, you've got the whole energy vibe, but then her eyes look like she's literally fallen asleep. It's
Yeah.
like her mind can't keep up with her body.
Yeah, just like a ton of coffee has went into that system and
Oh,
it's just
100%.
wreaked havoc.
It's all caffeinated.
Yeah, that she's like 99% caffeine, 1% squirrel.
Hmm. Yeah, so she's my first chaos pick.
What fun! So I'm going to go on to a chaotic pick of a character I actually really like,
Oh.
and that is Ruby.
I contemplated Ruby for some of my other categories.
Yeah, because the thing is, I think she's really cute, but there's like this sense of chaos in her eyes. Like you can tell
Mm.
that there's like something bubbling under there, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, and that's what I like. I like that she's a little bit of a wild card, and you never really know what to expect with her. I just I think that she's cute, but quirky.
Yeah, with Ruby, I get the vibe that she has that many ideas whizzing around her mind, like she doesn't know what to do with them. So that's why she's like shocked expression.
Yeah, and her birthday's on Christmas, so like
Aww,
she's full of surprises,
cute.
clearly. But overall, I have a positive feel about her, but it's a positive, chaotic feel.
Oh, and it says in Wild World, her picture quote was, "I'm not sick, I'm just albino."
Oh, bless.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, I do love her.
So, on to someone I don't love.
Oh, I think we
My
agree.
next chaotic villager is Bella. So, for anyone who's not following along, Bella is a terrifying mouse. Is I think that's a good description.
Yeah, a terrifying mouse who looks like she's committed too much to the rock band lifestyle
Yeah.
and is slightly demonic.
She's definitely got an asbo.
Yeah, I can see that.
In my notes here, I've written the eyes, the fringe, the serial killer smile.
All with exclamation points.
Yeah, and I think that says it all, to be honest.
I feel like she's just like a demon child. Do you know how there's like always like a kid that's just like
Oh,
a
yeah,
little shit of a
yeah.
kid and like you just like
Like she would bite your ankles.
deliberately
Yeah,
and without consent.
and laugh.
Yeah, I can see that for her.
So, yeah, she's my second pick. Absolute chaos.
That is a good choice.
And you know she's got the squeakiest voice.
Oh yes, you know. So my next choice is one that I like, but I also kind of feel a sense of chaos around, and that is Tasha.
Hmm.
And she's a snooty squirrel, and she's fashionable. She's a Sagittarius. We love a Sagittarius in this house. And she's stylish, but I also feel like she looks as if she could kill me, like
Hmm.
feasibly. Like she could do that, which I admire, but I also fear. Like,
Yeah, she looks as though she has some sort of internal rage, but she's trying to smile through it,
yeah,
which I can completely relate to.
she's like an assistant manager at a call center who is this close to just snapping on everyone, but she's staying very calm and very collected for now. Overall, I respect it though. I can't hit that.
Fair enough.
And she's got a cool color scheme, like the
Yeah,
ice blue and the black.
the mustard coat's cute. It matches her eyes, I just
Yeah.
realised. Hmm. My third choice is Sprinkle.
Mhm.
Now, Sprinkle is a penguin.
Mhm.
Her phrase is frappe, and I just think that says it all.
Yeah, I think that says a lot.
In my notes, I've written too happy, hate the quiff.
Ooh.
She's got like this blue, like icy blue aquamarine quiff going on.
Yeah, it's
She
like
looks like an ice gem.
a flat ice gem top.
Mm,
Honestly, I would have thought you'd have put her in like cutest, but like,
yeah.
it's interesting that you feel this way about her.
I get the vibes. She'd annoy me too much.
Mhm.
Like she'd be so like squeaky and
Yeah.
nice, and it sounds horrible saying like, oh, she's too nice, but come on,
Yeah, like
Sprinkle.
yeah, there isn't any flavor, there isn't any spice. It's just all
It's all sugar.
it's just like layered on thick. It's like a cake where it's like a tiny cake just surrounded by a ton of fondant.
Yeah. Sorry, Sprinkle, but you're annoying and it's chaos.
Sorry, I have to agree. You're cute, but like cute ain't always a good thing if it's too much of it. So, my next chaotic pick is Cobb. And the thing is that in this picture that's on the front of like it's like the info box on the wiki page,
Like his profile.
he's wearing a blue checked shirt. But on there's another picture of him where he's wearing a lab coat.
Oh.
And in my mind, I was getting like very like Dr. Bunsen Honeydew vibes, but I was getting like a version of him that would deliberately botch your surgery. Like I just feel
Oh
like
yeah, definitely.
there's an energy that I wouldn't really trust him to do surgery on me. I don't know about you guys.
From what you said there, I'd like to elaborate. I get the vibe that he'd botch the surgery on purpose so then he can
Mhm.
fix it and take the glory.
Ooh, conspiracy.
I've got a whole plot line for him.
Yeah, I feel like we like to do conspiracies.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you've put this villager on any of your lists, but I have one of our biggest conspiracies on.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see that. So,
You'll have to keep listening for that one.
but for now, we have Cobb, the slightly concerning green pig, who might be a quack of a doctor. Let's just say that.
Mm. And to be honest, I don't really like how his phrase is hot dog
That's
and
unsettling.
he's a pig.
Ew, yeah. A lot of villages in Animal Crossing toe that weird line between food
Yeah.
and sentience.
Yeah, I think there's isn't there one called Rasher and he's a
Yes,
pig.
yes.
Oh no. um okay, penultimate for me is Ricky. Ricky! Right, so his personality is cranky.
Ugh,
His catchphrase is nutcase.
I mean, does that? I'm assuming that says quite a lot.
Yeah. Um
Oh God, he looks angry.
yeah, he's got like these incredibly, what would you say, like expressionate
Yeah, very
eyebrows.
arched. Honestly, they're like two curves away from being like the golden arches. Like
Oh
that
yeah.
is how it's like a roller coaster dip
He
of
has like
eyebrows.
so much fury in his face.
Yeah, I feel like if I saw him in a dark alley, I feel like he would just run at me
Yeah.
without any real rhyme or
And he
reason.
would scream his name like Ricky.
Yeah. So I have to
That's just what I get from him.
I have to say he definitely conveys heavy chaotic energy.
Yeah. And in my notes for him, I've written, name says it all. He's ready to fight, but I'm ready to win.
Honestly, I love that confidence.
Thank
I would
you.
not have that same confidence. I feel like he would steamroll me.
Oh no, if I saw Ricky in person, 100% I would cower.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yeah, I don't think I'd beat him in a fight.
No. I don't think anyone would.
So,
Oh.
my last chaotic villager choice is Chester the Panda. And
Hmm.
he's a lazy cub villager, and he's cute, but his face, bless him, he looks like he's lost his 15th consecutive game of gin rummy and he's just contemplating ending it all. Like, he just looks like he is drained of all enthusiasm, and he's just like, I just want it to end. And, like,
Poor Chester.
like I don't. I mean, I like him. I think he's cute, but like, I feel this like he just radiates this kind of pain, this kind of
Yeah.
emotional, like this kind of melancholy, you could say.
I feel like he just like suck the energy out of everyone around him as well.
Yeah,
Poor
he's
Chester.
giving me a bit of Debbie Downer.
Oh.
But
And while we're on the topic of Chester, please just read out that Seafoot quote.
this may sound kind of weird, but would you mind if I chewed on your hair?
That's what he says in City Folk.
Oh my goodness. I
He's more chaotic than you thought.
I can't explain that one. I did not know that that was a thing that he said, but do you know what? That just adds to my case, so I'm not going to complain.
Yeah. Poor Chester. My final chaotic villager is Jitters. Now, I
Oh God.
actually I actually didn't even recognize Jitters until I saw him on the list of villagers.
Oh,
He's a jock,
yikes.
first of all, which I think can always be hit or miss in Animal Crossing. They're either going to be really annoying
Yeah,
or like charmingly like calm and
yeah.
proud.
Sometimes he'll get a
Um,
cute one as well.
yeah. My only note for him is he looks terrifying.
Oh my God, he looks like, I don't want to like make assumptions. He looks like he's like one of those like dodgy dealers who deals in stolen goods.
Oh yeah.
He's probably on some kind of drugs,
He
if
like
I'm honest.
sells pirated CDs down at the pub.
Yeah, and I don't get a good. I love how it says jitters boy on your notes, even though I know you're trying to like indicate the gender, but
Oh,
it's
that
like
was just for me.
but it's as if you're saying jitters
Oh
boy.
boy.
How do we describe this one?
Yeah. And for anyone who's not looking at a photo of him, he's, I want to say, the budgie.
Yeah.
He looks like a green and yellow budgie with like a blue hair, but he's
Yeah.
got these weird like blue dark circles around like the whole of his eyes.
Yeah. Again, I feel like it kind of
Yeah.
like drugs.
And on his like little profile pic on the fandom page, it looks like he's running at the camera, like he's charging at the lens,
Yeah.
which doesn't bode well for him really. It doesn't He's not
Yeah.
really making a good case for anyone.
I feel like he would definitely try and fight you, even though he probably wouldn't win.
Yeah. Just peck at my head.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Okay, so is that it for chaos?
That's it for the chaos tier. So we've each come up with a different name for this next category, and the name that I chose for it was villagers that you would willingly push to their deaths. And you chose the name.
Time to die.
So that explains it. These are the villagers we would wipe off the face of the earth if we could.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say no offense, but like all the offense, really.
yeah. So it looks like you have more than I do, so we'll start with your first one.
Okay. My first one is Vladimir. So Vladimir is a pink bear
Mm-hmm.
with a blonde fringe.
Yep.
Um, he's cranky. His catchphrase is "niet,"
That
which I don't really know what it means, but
I feel like I'm kind of getting like Russian vibes.
ah,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. In my notes, I've written the fringe, the teeth, the eyebrows, the pedo stare.
Oh.
Need I say more?
Also, that top is. I feel like it just has incredibly uncomfortable connotations. I don't like that top on
Yeah.
him.
And I get the feeling it doesn't fit him.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of like the bears kind of have weird proportions, which we'll get
Yeah.
onto.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But I feel like I don't even think he's like necessarily the ugliest one, if I'm honest.
No, I wouldn't say he's ugly, but in your words, I would push him to his death.
Yeah.
I think mainly it's the eyebrows, it's the frown. You can
Yeah.
like,
It's like that grimace. It's not.
yeah, and he's like smiling while he's frowning.
Ooh, don't love that.
Yeah, register.
Yeah, check the hard drive.
Okay,
So,
who have you got?
so we need to talk about Moose, who was my first choice
I forgot about Moose when I was doing
for
mine.
villagers I would punt off a cliff if I could. And part of the reason is, first of all, those sideburns are cursed. They look
Oh,
they look gross and like scribbles.
I didn't even see them at first.
Honestly, his hair puts me off my dinner.
Yeah,
He looks smug, even though his personality type is jock. And I feel like I'm getting like just not a good personality. It's like a dense mofo. What do you think his personality is like?
I feel like his personality would be like he'd go to the gym and try and keep up with all like the really
Yeah,
muscular men, like the gym men. I don't know what to
yeah,
call
try
them.
and keep up with Roald.
But he just wouldn't be able to, and I think his personality would just be like really like snarky
And
and
annoying.
yeah,
He thinks he's got he thinks he's unique because he's got a darker, twisted sense of humor, but
he's just
he
mean.
just shouts nasty things at people instead, and
Yeah.
he thinks it counts as humor.
So all in all, R.I.P. Moose.
Yeah, it's a boot for me, and by
Yeah,
boot I mean boot off a cliff.
100%. My next one is Rodney.
I have Rodney in another category actually.
What?
I have him in ugly villages.
Oh, okay.
But do talk, and I may as well cover my thoughts on here now.
Um, so the only notes I've got for him is it's the sad play guys for me
Yeah,
because he looks like he hasn't slept in like 3 years.
yeah.
He looks ill.
I have a few notes about him. So he looks like he woke up that way, and he didn't do anything else. He didn't get dressed. He didn't shower.
Oh, he
He didn't
hasn't
even,
showered since 1992.
and he didn't brush his hair. And he's been wearing that same tank top for the longest time. He's basically like the Onslow of Animal Crossing.
Oh, poor Onslow.
Yeah, bless him.
Um, yeah, I don't. He's smug, and I don't really like the smug Animal Crossing characters apart from like a particular few.
Also, he's too busted to be smug. You can't
I
be
know.
smug and look like that.
What's he being smug about?
Yeah.
But the one slightly appealing thing that did make me almost reconsider my choice was that
Yeah.
his catchphrase is "leham,"
Laham.
and I just love it.
Yeah,
Leham,
he just has he has a taste for fine cuisine, usually
yeah,
ham.
leham sandwich.
Yeah, I feel like Rasha should be worried.
Yeah. Apologies to any people who can speak French or who are of French origin for my accent. Because
Yeah, she butchered that.
I'm never good at accents ever, so
Yeah, I can verify that one. All right, so now we're gonna move on to this absolute wanker, Hippo. And
I was not expecting.
I have one word for you. Tori! So he has to die. I'm not sorry. So he looks like the most.
Oh my god, you literally written that in your notes as well.
Yeah, I prepared. He looks like the most pretentious, obnoxious, private school, pampered little piss baby in the world. Oh my god.
Oh, his birthday's the day after mine.
Yeah. Honestly, I can just tell the privilege that reeks off of him. He's eaten old money. I don't like it. So
What's his catchphrase?
his catchphrase is Natch?
What?
What?
Natch?
I like to think he's just misquoting Latins like most Tories.
Um,
So what do you think? Now I've had my diatribe.
I feel like if I even tried to combat what you've just said, I'd get shot down
Disowned.
just like a hippo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Hmm.
But wait, scroll up. Sorry, we're just scrolling on the page. His Japanese name is David.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm sorry to all the Davids out there. You don't deserve that.
Mm.
And I believe there's like another fact. Apparently, according to Pocket Camp, Hippo's real name is Gary.
What?
Not only is he a Tory, he's also a liar and a fraud. And if that's not grounds for kicking off a cliff, I don't know what is.
Fair enough.
So
Can't argue with that.
there we go.
Um, the next villager who needs to allocate some time to die is Megan.
Oh, I can't agree with this
I'm
one.
not sorry.
I have Megan on my island,
I
and
know.
to be fair, she hasn't done very much, but she's just sweet. She's just a very normal villager.
So these are my reasons.
Hmm.
She's too tall, too terrifying, and she haunts my dreams.
Her proportions are a bit odd, and I
Yeah,
think that contributes to a lot of the fear around Miss Megan.
some of the bears in Animal Crossing are like proportionate to the other characters. And you're
Yeah,
like, right, that makes sense.
yeah.
But then some of them, like Megan, for example,
Miss Megan the
are like
bear.
twice the height.
Yeah.
I don't understand. It's terrifying.
I just love imagining Megan just standing in like a life-size door and just
No,
towering over.
honestly, the nightmares commence in my head of like me waking up, it's dark, and like Megan stood behind my door.
She's just in the corner of the room.
Hmm
I'm
Just saying
sorry.
her catchphrase, Sunday.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're not going to be able to sleep tonight. I have to
Mm.
deeply apologize.
Yeah, so time to die for Megan, but you disagree.
But I like her. I think she's cute. And I have to say, that picture that you've got up with her with the green dress, I don't really like that dress. She looks better in her yellow dress. It's a cute yellow check dress, and it looks much better on her than whatever green thing she's wearing.
Well, I think you're biased, so let's move on.
Yes, I am biased. They're great colours that go together.
Oh, not him.
So now we're going to talk about my sleep paralysis demon, Barreled.
I contemplated putting Barreled on my list, but I knew that you'd have him on your list, so I thought
Oh my
I'll let you
god.
take the stage.
He haunts my nightmares.
Hmm
Like, let me just. he gives he looks like a pedo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 100%.
Check the hard drive. And it's like musty, crusty, dusty. Don't like it.
Definitely smells.
Yeah, and again, that top just is yellow zebra print. No, you look like
Wait, is it zebra print or tiger print?
could be either of those.
The 5 o'clock shadow just gets me.
He looks like a DJ at home
Mm,
who he looks like he does children's parties.
but he shouldn't be.
Gives me heebie-jeebies.
Okay, R.I.P. Barreled.
Yeah. What kind of name is that? Let's get that out of the way.
Who am I up to? Oh,
I disagree with this one.
no, he's my arch nemesis.
Yeah.
It's Jay.
I think he looks cool.
I hate him.
Right.
I've hated him since childhood.
Mm-hmm.
I used to get him on in my village in Wild World.
Mm-hmm.
I just hated him. He's just like he's a jock, but I just think he's so smug and just like oh his face. I hate him.
You see, I don't have that same kind of feeling. I think he looks cool and kind of like he might get a bit annoying sometimes,
Oh, a bit.
but he's like the funny friend in the group and he knows it, and maybe sometimes he goes a bit far with it, but he's ultimately got a good heart. That's what I think.
You know what? I would actually take back the arch nemesis thing because I do have someone later who should have been in this category.
T. I have no idea who you're talking about, but T.
You'll find out.
We'll see. Can't wait for that.
Yeah, Jay's just annoying.
Well, I see what you mean, but I do disagree with you.
Fair enough.
So now we're going to talk about this Uggo over here. We're going to talk about Graham. Graham looks like a 70s TV presenter who was caught up in
Oh.
Operation U-Tree. Honestly,
Questionable.
I can't deal. It just I don't like it. It's just not no bueno, no me gusta. Putting my Spanish into action.
He's smug for a start.
Yeah.
His goal is to be a writer.
Mhm. Oh god, I just saw his eyes underneath the glasses.
Oh,
That's disgusting.
they're green.
Oh, it's like
Oh no.
just this. I feel like it just. I don't know. I don't get good vibes. I don't get
Yeah.
the vibe.
Also, he's a hamster, but he's got a nose like a pig.
Yeah, that's weird. And like, I I can't deal.
No.
I don't really know what else I'm supposed to say. What do I have in my notes? Yeah, 70s TV presenter who was arrested for child sex offences. That's what I'm getting from him.
Yeah.
Sorry to this hamster.
Sorry, Graham, but I get the same.
Yeah. What else do you think?
Oh, I was just reading his like little description. It says his name could be based on the famous scientist Alexander Graham Bell.
Eh?
But I don't understand why they would do that.
I don't know.
Oh.
Sorry to that man.
Up next is Hamlet. Honestly,
Say what you've written.
I think it would sound better coming from you as a
So
quote.
she said that Hamlet is a little shit that just want to boot him across the Atlantic. And I mean, isn't that a true sentence if I've ever heard one?
And now that way, I didn't make the threat, you did.
Yay! Now I'm going to be arrested for that crime. But honestly, it's for the benefit of humanity, guys.
He's definitely like a 10-year-old kid who is just. All of mine seem to resort back to just being annoying.
Do you know when there's like a TV show and they introduce a new character and it's like an annoying little kid that just takes over everything? That's Hamlet for me.
Like the parents have like lots of money and he just
Yeah.
gets what he wants.
Just a little spoiled child.
He has more disposable income than I do.
Yep.
Yeah, so literally just want to boot him across the Atlantic.
I mean, that would be fun.
Yeah.
So, shall I go on to the last one of my choices and the one
Yeah,
that I
go
would
for it.
boot across the Atlantic and the Pacific?
Oh no.
I'd skin this little fucker across the North Sea. Yeah, this is Apple, and Apple is cute, but also demonic looking.
What?
Yes.
I do not agree with this at all.
What do you think?
I think Apple's nice.
How the hell do you think Apple's nice? You've seen that menacing grin and those creepy eyes and
She's cute.
those cheeks that looks like she's stuffed tennis balls in them. Like that is she just looks like she is going to cause trouble and she's going to do it with a smile on her face and she'll get away with everything because she's cute. Changed my mind.
I feel like there's no convincing you otherwise, but
Creepy.
I'll just say she's quite cute. She's not the cutest, but she's quite cute.
But she's cute in a way that's not endearing. It's like too saccharine. You just know there's something that's like simmering under the surface.
Not
Evil.
Oh no. Well, someone who definitely isn't cute, Becky.
Oh, this is your last choice.
This is my last choice. So Becky is a chicken.
Yep, she's a big chicken.
She's a big purple chicken. And she seems to be like into theatre. She's wearing some sort of like Shakespearean style
She gives
costume.
me very like opera singer.
Yeah, definitely. She's a snooty villager. Her catchphrase is chicklet, which I'm like, oh,
I just think of chicken cutlet.
oh no. Of course, her hobby is music.
Yes.
And in my notes I've written, she'd sing and break glass and also my eardrums.
Yeah, I feel like she has a very powerful voice, but I kind of like that about her. I like that kind of theatricality.
I feel like she'd just sing over you constantly.
Yeah, she'd just like that be like that one person who just like sings louder than the rest of them.
Yeah.
Just because she wants to be the only one that gets heard.
Yeah, she uses every opportunity to have a solo.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Rachel Berry.
She's the Rachel Berry of Animal Crossing. I love that allegory.
So they are all of my
Punt off a cliff.
time to die villagers.
What fun! So that was an enjoyable category. So our next category is what I like to call the I would protect this villager with my life category. And I've kind of taken a little bit of leeway with this category, but I do have 5 choices, and then I believe you have 3 choices.
Yeah, I only have 3 for this.
And one of our choices is the same. So should we do that one last?
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah. So I'll start with my first choice, and I will start with the adorable Sheb. I think that this lazy goat villager is absolutely adorable and absolutely worth protecting. And let me just think about what I was telling you earlier just before we started recording. I know you said he's like a lazy villager, but I think he's like a cute lazy villager. He's like a ditzy.
Yeah.
He's not like intentionally lazy to a point of like just wouldn't do anything and has no effort.
Yeah.
He's kind of lazy as in a little bit ditzy and a little bit like funny in that way.
And I think by the looks of his fandom wiki page, his whole personality is sort of like revolving around like sleep and like he never gets enough sleep. He just wants more.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Me too.
Yeah, and his catchphrase is ball, which is the cutest thing.
Ow.
He just looks so cuddly and fluffy. And I think that rendering really does set that appeal because he almost looks like fabric. So like
he looks cool.
So love that for him. We love Sheb in this house. Absolutely lovely. And I would take a bullet for him.
Well, that's extreme, but
It's extreme, but it's necessary.
yeah.
So, what do you think we should do now? Should I?
You can go for another one.
Yeah, I'll pick another one of my choices. And this one is Poncho the bear. And the reason I like Poncho so much is because he gives me big dad energy. And I just feel he's cuddly and he's cute. But I feel like he'd also do the same for me if I was in danger. He's like a solid, reliable, like dad friend. Like especially in that like he's got like his jumper with like a collar.
Oh yeah.
If that's not like a dad outfit, I don't know what it is. And his initial phrase is little bear, which is just so cute.
I'll be honest, I actually didn't notice Poncho on the list, so this is a really good choice.
Yeah, he's just such a lovely father figure. He's like, I
Yeah.
just see that for him.
I feel like he'd give good vibes on the island.
Yeah. I know that's based on a lot of like headcanoning, but do you know what? I believe it, so it may as well be true.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right. I'll jump into my first one.
Yeah.
I picked Tangy. I love Tangy. She is a cat, but she's also an orange,
Yeah, Tangy is really cute.
and I think that's amazing. And like her hair's like a leaf. I don't know. I've written down an orange. So happy must protect.
Yeah, and she's like the color of like UK orange Fanta, not like
Oh,
bright American orange Fanta, which is nice and soothing and calming. So I
yeah.
like that about her.
I just think she looks really happy, really cute, really innocent. Must
Yeah,
protect at all
she
costs.
looks like she's having a good time.
Yeah. And I feel like she'd smell nice.
Yeah, I feel like she'd smell gorgeous. I mean, the smell of oranges is,
Oh, can you imagine? Like someone's like, "Who's peeling oranges in here?" And she's like, "Oh, it's
yeah,
me." Pure tangy.
yeah, like she could burp and it would smell nice.
Yeah, 100%.
Like it,
She's welcome to.
honestly, I'll allow it. So
Uh,
love that for her.
on to you.
My next character I would protect with my life is Dina.
I didn't see this one coming.
And I'm a little biased because she's wearing one of my favorite outfits from New Horizons in this picture.
Oh,
The
yeah,
little, like, blue denim dungaree dress with the red and white striped top is very nautical.
very
I love a
cute.
good nautical theme. But the thing is with Dina is that she's cute, but also she kind of looks like she'd need protecting,
Yeah,
if that makes
she
sense.
looks like she wouldn't be able to defend herself.
Yeah, like what did I put in my notes about her? Like I feel like she'd run in traffic without realizing it. She's got like that kind of energy to her.
Yeah,
Like she's cute and she's friendly, but also kind of defenseless.
poor
And,
Dina.
and you kind of just like need to like kind of pick her up and just like no, don't go on the road.
I've just noticed her phrase is woo woo.
Love that for her.
Is is that a like catchphrase or a favorite cocktail?
That's her drink of
Who
choice.
knows?
Did, did,
Maybe that's why she can't defend herself. She's just always drinking woo woos.
yeah, that's
No wonder she runs out into the road.
just part of the. I mean, that does make sense. That does make a lot of sense. So I wouldn't put it past her for that reason.
Oh, well, she's cute, so fair
Yeah,
enough.
she is also very cute, even though she's not in my cutest category, because I felt like her in this category made more sense than just kind of having her with cute with all the other cute people. You know, she's got depth as well.
Yeah, okay, I agree.
So
So my next one is Audie? Is that
Audie,
how you pronounce her name?
yes.
Yeah, protect her at all costs. I think she's got amazing looks, an amazing personality. She just looks gorgeous.
Oh yes, she's actually in my top 10 list as well.
Ah, okay.
Her catchphrase is amazing. Foxtrot. It's very
Yes.
cool. She serves looks. She's got
Those eyelashes,
eyeliner on point.
literally. I feel like she would overflow into like my faves category,
Yeah.
definitely. I had quite a um hard time like deciphering who to put in which
Hmm.
category because a lot of them I would have most of the villagers to be honest in on
Yeah,
my island.
I get that.
So yeah.
She just serves looks constantly, and I have to say, I've got to hand it to her. She is a style icon.
The glasses.
Yes, the glasses. She is very aware of the style, and
Yeah.
and
She's
also,
she's cute and she knows it.
yeah, she rocks that Fanta orange American color.
Right. Who's your next one?
My next pick is Amelia. And the thing is, I've kind of inverted the category with this one.
Hmm.
So rather than a villager that I protect with my life, because I don't think she needs my protection, but I feel like she would protect me from all harm. Like,
Oh yeah.
I trust her because she's got like a sense of style to her, and she clearly looks very put together with a color story. But also, I feel like she has this like strong, powerful energy. Like she's refined, but she's not snobby about it.
Hmm.
So I feel like I could rely on her to be a good, solid friend and someone that would probably protect me from evil in harm's way.
I actually agree because when I first saw that she was on your list for this category, I was thinking, what are you thinking?
But then I
But
explain
then,
it.
yeah, with the explanation, I like it. And I also like how it says on her description that her English name is a reference to Amelia Earhart.
Yeah,
I think that's really cool. Awesome.
yeah, and
Project Amelia.
also her catchphrase is "cuz," like you're all cousins to me, as if to say.
Oh,
And I think that's very sweet and affectionate.
yeah,
So we love Amelia.
she cute.
So now for both of our last choice,
Yeah, we share this choice, and I think it's appropriate.
yes, it is an appropriate choice.
It is.
So for our last choice, we have both picked
Agnes!
Agnes. So Agnes is one of the starting
Aww.
villagers on my island in New Horizons, and she only recently moved out.
It was so sad.
It was so sad because the thing is that she'd asked a few times, but I was like, no, I don't want you to go. You're lovely. You're amazing. But then I was like, do you know what? I love you, and sometimes when you love people, you have to let them go. So,
Inspirational.
so I let her see the world, and I'll always treasure our time because she's just lovely.
Yeah. I picked Agnes because, again, I saw her like on your island and stuff
Hmm.
when she first moved in, and she just seems like the nicest villager.
Yeah,
And I love her clothes. She always wears like pinstriped aprons and
yeah, the
little
yellow and
dungaree
pink
dresses.
stripes. It's just sad.
So cute. And her eyes, like with the eyelashes and the white
Hmm.
around them, it reminds me of like mod makeup.
Yeah,
Very stylish. And she's
she's
got hot pink ears.
she's also one of the few cute pigs in this game because
Oh, she is like the cutest pig.
a lot of the pigs in this game are uggos.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No offense, but had to be said.
Sally.
And her catchphrase is Snuffle, which is just, I think, is so cute.
Yeah, I love Agnes.
Yes. If you are listening, Agnes, I miss you. You can come back anytime.
Come back.
So that is our category for villagers we'd protect with our lives.
Yeah. Okay, so the next category is cutest villagers. So when I was making my list, I sort of had to treat the cutest villager category. I can't speak apparently.
Hey, neither can I.
I had to treat this category as a sort of overflow for a category that's coming up, which is like favorite characters, like favorite villagers that I'd want on my island.
Because I think you just generally like the cute ones.
Yeah, my if I don't have the game, but if I was to get it and have my own island, it would just be full of the cute ones
Yeah,
with like a few little exceptions. So this is definitely more of an overflow category for me personally. I
yeah.
don't know about you.
Whereas I kind of went a little bit more traditional, but it's not just like cute as in like traditionally cute, but it's also like characters I think are just generally stylish.
Yeah, fair enough. So we'll start with my first one, who is Tia.
Let me see who this is. Oh,
Yeah,
good
she's cute.
choice.
So she is a white elephant,
Yes.
but her head looks like a teapot.
Yes.
So nice. And she has like little lemon yellow accents, and she's
Mhm.
wearing a maid's outfit, and she's carrying a little teacup.
She borrowed that outfit from Raymond.
I think she's so cute. She has cute eyes, cute smile, frilly clothes. She's just pretty. And
Yeah.
that's what I've written down.
Yeah, I 100% agree
I love
with
her.
you. I think she's absolutely adorable. I think that she's one of the cute elephants in this game. There are a few
Yeah.
cute elephants in this game, which we'll be talking about. And I just think that she has this really nice, like, almost like a Beauty and the Beast aesthetic.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I get that.
Yeah, which I really like about her. I mean, animated version, not weird live action one.
Yeah.
No Disney remakes allowed.
But I love Tia. Who's your first choice?
Hmm. So my first choice is Miss. I'm not sure if she's pronounced Deidre or Deidre, like depending on like where you live and where you were raised and what
Ah,
media you were raised on. If you were raised on Coronation Street, you'd probably pronounce her name as Deirdre. But I've heard people in America pronounce it Deirdre. So, whatever you think, I just think she's really cute and in an understated way. Like,
So,
she's got this
is she
real.
a deer?
Yes, she
Yeah.
is. She's a sisterly villager. And I feel like she just has this, like, aura of, like, she's cute, but she's not, like, obnoxious about it. She's just very understated, very casual. Her catchphrase is whatevs. Like, she just kind of is. And her name is of Irish origin, and that's really cool. And
Yeah, I like this villager. I think her face is actually quite unique, the way it's designed, because
exactly.
it doesn't look sort of. I think a lot of the other characters sometimes look a little bit anime, or
Yeah.
they have like a certain cartoon style to them. But she almost looks sort of like old fashioned.
Yeah, and I like that about her. There's something
Yeah,
classic.
yeah, she is cute. Nice choice.
Yeah, and definitely one of the most underrated villagers out there.
Yes, I haven't heard many people talk about her, so.
We need more discussion about this one. She's a legend.
Okay, my next one is Chrissy.
Ooh.
I love Chrissy. Um, she is a rabbit,
Hmm.
but it's like she's all polka dots and
Yeah.
she's like polka dot ears, um, like a lime green nose, and
Yeah.
then little rosy cheeks. But she's got those sort of anime style eyes where they
Yeah.
just look like twinkly. And her catchphrase is sparkles.
Yeah.
Can you get any cuter?
I
Really?
think I see what you mean. She's cute, but she's also visually very overwhelming for me. Like, she almost
Ah,
doesn't look real. And that's kind of like, I wouldn't know what to make of her if I saw her in real life.
I feel like Chrissy looks like if you ate like far too much sugar,
Yeah.
you'd like see her as like an apparition.
Yeah, I get that. So I see what you mean, and I think she is cute, but quite intense visually
Yeah,
in terms of the cuteness. And very, like, understated cuteness. That's kind of my thing.
fair enough.
You know, we all have taste.
Yeah. So who's your next one?
My next one is a villager I really should have got when I had the chance.
Oh,
Probably the, like, most traditionally cute villager, in my opinion, is Molly.
she is gorgeous.
She is just the absolute cutest. And her catchphrase is quack-a-day, which is like, how can you hate that? She's got cute little proportions with her eyes, with her mouth. She's got rosy cheeks. She's
Her
just,
clothes are really cute as
and
well.
she's wearing a really cute dress. She's absolutely adorable.
Yeah.
And I almost invited her onto my
I
island,
told you should have taken her.
but I was like, maybe I should like try a couple more islands, see who else I get. And I got Megan, who I'm happy with, but like, I kind of
We
wish
all
I'd
knew.
gotten Molly.
We all know who I'd have picked. Not Megan.
Yeah, no one but Megan you would have picked. But I just, if I find Molly again, I'm absolutely going to invite her onto my island. I won't make the same mistake twice, and I urge you to not do the same.
I think following on from Molly transitions quite nicely into mine, which is Fauna, because
Ooh.
she's also quite a natural looking
Mm-hmm.
villager. They both share the same hobby, which is nature,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is nice. They're both normal villagers.
Yeah.
So I think they have the same sort of vibe as each
Yeah.
other.
I get that.
Fauna is a little deer,
Yeah.
fawn, baby
Mm-hmm.
deer.
Possibly.
But she's got like rosy cheeks and she's got like a smiley face, smiley eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And she's wearing, it looks like some sort of Scandinavian style tunic.
Yep.
And I just get like a little cliche, but I get a little cottagecore vibe from her, which I really like.
Yeah, that's one of the three things that she's not shutting up about.
I just love it. Leave me alone.
It's my podcast. I'm allowed to bully you.
But
So
I think Fawn is cute.
I definitely see what you mean. I definitely think she's cute, and she's definitely more natural and understated.
Yeah.
And I like that about her.
And I feel like because she's more natural and understated, she would fit nicely in like the island environment.
Yeah,
She would sort of coexist alongside nature.
yeah, she feels very, like, at one with it all,
Yeah.
and I like that. Something I love. Now we've got I think this might be the only boy on the cute list of mine.
Oh yeah, I don't have any on mine.
Yeah, but this is the only cute boy we have on here, and my choice is Dizzy. Now, I'd like to extend this out to quite a few of the elephants in this game. So I want to mention Eloise and Sid are both really cute, but Dizzy got on this list partially just because of his colour. I just
Mm,
think the powder blue just looks really cute.
especially with his yellow t-shirt.
Such a nice combination. He's got like friendly eyes and a cute little smile that isn't too intimidating. His catchphrase is woo woo, not to be confused with woo woo, but it's just he's just overall so cute. I feel like he's the kind of character you'd see on like you'd get it on like something from Mother Care.
Oh
Like
yeah,
that's what I get, and he's just calming and funny and lovely and just someone that would be great to cuddle up with.
yeah. Dizzy's cute. I agree.
Hmm.
Probably should have been on my list, but
Hey, at least you got on the podcast.
yeah, I had limited space.
Fair enough.
My next villager on the cute list is Bunny.
Ooh,
Obviously, she's a bunny, a rabbit.
of
She's
course.
peppy, and she's got the fashion hobby,
Hmm.
and it shows.
Yeah.
Let's be real. She's got those sort of like sparkly eyes again,
Hmm.
similar to Chrissy, but not the same.
Yeah.
I like to think of Chrissy and Bunny as being like sisters or cousins because
Ooh,
they look like they sort of would be.
I like that kind of headcanon.
Yeah. She's got rosy cheeks, but she's got like a D-shaped smiley face,
Yeah.
like a D-shaped mouth. So she just looks really happy all the time.
Yeah.
And in my notes I've written she loves life.
Yeah. I definitely get that impression.
And she has like a checkered tartan gingham sort of dress going on, which I think looks very, very nice.
Hmm.
So
I would agree with you. I think she is a very cute villager.
yeah, there's nothing really more I can say about her. She's just cute.
Me neither. I think she's just like you get what you get. She's a very Ron Seal character. Like she does exactly what she says on the fair.
Yeah.
Right. So on to my next choice, and I've picked Phoebe,
Oh, I was looking at Phoebe for a while, actually thinking what category could I put her in, but I decided against.
and she's in like the cute category, but she's also in like the style icon
Oh, I just
category
realised
for
she's
me.
got like a crop top on.
Yeah, she's serving the crop top. Not everyone can pull it off, but she's doing it successfully. She's got blue eyeliner, blue mascara, orange
Yes.
blush. I love an orange blush.
Oh yeah.
And she looks like some kind of phoenix, and that's just so
Is
cool.
she? She's an ostrich.
But it says like firebird. So like,
Ah.
law.
Okay.
But she is technically an ostrich, and she is also a sisterly villager. And as I believe, as far as I'm concerned, she takes visual inspiration from a phoenix. And her catchphrase is Sparky. And I just feel like she's got this like spark of creativity to her.
Yeah.
She's got the style, she's got the color palette.
She seems like she'd have good vibes.
Yeah. She was actually in contention with Julia, who's a very similar villager, but Julia's like a peacock. But like
Ah,
Phoenix has to win. Like
unfortunately.
Phoebe definitely did that. She did the damn thing.
So I've also got an ostrich on my list, and it's Blanche.
Love her.
I think she's so cute. She's a snooty villager,
Yeah.
but I get the impression that she's not like overly snooty
Hmm.
like some of the other villagers. Her catchphrase is quite so.
Hmm.
So I'm getting like an elegant um sort of personality vibe.
Hmm.
I love a kimono and I love a grey beak.
Yeah.
It's like sort of a navy grey.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice. And she's got like pink cheeks, pink eyeshadow. I just think she looks really cute.
I mean, not everyone can pull off that grey beak, but she serves it with finesse, and I
Yeah,
love that about her. She's very cute and very stylish.
I agree.
I'd take tips from her.
Yeah.
So now onto my last option for cutest, and this one is Blair.
Oh, I like Blair.
Blair is a very quintessentially cute squirrel. But the thing is, I feel like what's good about her is that she's stylish, but she's also very measured. Like, I feel like she's the kind of character that would have a very big stationery collection,
Hmm.
but it would be
Yeah.
like very minimalist. I feel like
I feel like she would go ham in Hobbycraft.
yeah, I feel like that's very much her style. She's like a little bit of IKEA, a little bit of Uniqlo. She's kind of giving me a lot of different influences, and she's got cute lashes as well.
For me, she gives off those sort of like Scandinavian vibes, like
Yes,
the fashion, the home interior,
that's exactly what I'm getting.
and I love her phrase "nutlet."
Yeah,
It's great. She has the fashion hobby, so I would like to see her as like a fashion designer.
yeah, I think she could do that. And
Yeah,
I think she'd create something very inspiring and exciting.
think could we see a Blair and Able Sisters collab on the horizon?
Oh, let's see.
Another fashionista is my last choice, which is Bianca.
Now, this one's very close to home because I actually have Bianca on my island.
I love her. Her catchphrase is glimmer, which, come on,
Can't beat that.
no. She's peppy,
Hmm.
so, because, sorry, I can't speak at the minute, but when I first met Bianca and when I first saw her on Arye's Island,
Yes.
I got the impression that she would be like a snooty villager.
Yeah.
And that was my like initial thoughts. I thought like, oh yeah, she'll definitely be down as snooty just from
Hmm.
the like elegance and
Yeah.
like the air she gave off.
Yeah.
But she's actually peppy, which is nice. I think you sort of see that side of her once you
With her
talk. Yeah,
personality.
once you talk to her more and more on the island and you get to know her, then you can sort of see that from her.
Yeah, she's just this chirpy little aspiring pop star.
Yeah.
She's absolutely lovely.
Um, and surprisingly, as well, I thought her hobby would be fashion, but it's not. It's actually play.
Hmm.
So in my notes, I've written down she is fashion, but doesn't
Yes.
make it her personality.
Hmm.
And she has an amazing house.
True.
It's just all pink and oh, I love it.
Yeah, that's definitely the kind of style you like.
Yeah, it's very aesthetically pleasing.
Hmm.
And some of the clothes she wears, like in the like a little profile picture thing on the
Villager
the
list.
villager list, yeah, because they have like little icons. She's in this sort of leopard print snow coat. Is that what you'd
Yes.
describe it as?
Yes, and she is owning it.
Yeah, she looks great.
Hmm.
So 100% my final choice for cutest. However, all of these would be welcome on my island. This is basically just an overflow category for me.
Yeah, so that is the cutest category in full. Our next category is what we like to call the uggos.
It's the uglies.
Yeah, it's the ones that are not cute and couldn't even try and be cute if they wanted to.
They'll never be cute.
They'll never be glamour. So let's start with one that we both put down.
Yeah, and by the way, we actually compiled these lists separately, so we didn't see the villages that each other had chosen.
We did not confer during that process, so
No.
these are going to be like surprises for both of us.
Yeah. So, would you like to announce this
If I have to, let's announce Truffles
one?
is a peppy pig villager, and I mean, the pigs are usually not that great looking, except for Agnes. We love
Yeah.
Agnes. And there are probably some other cute pigs out there, but Truffles is not one of them,
I feel like Animal Crossing just never does the pigs justice.
except for Agnes,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, if you just look at her, and like, she's giving me like Trunchbull energy.
Tally ho.
Yes, tally ho indeed. It's intimidating, and I mean, like the hair and the eyebrows both being messed up. I mean, pick a struggle, really.
Honestly, I'm just laughing to myself because I just got like an image in my head of like me with pigtails in, like the
Yeah,
like Matilda.
little Amanda Thripp.
Yeah, poor Amanda. And then Truffle's just spinning me around the garden.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Honestly, just spin me across the Atlantic, Truffles.
What a vivid nightmare.
End it.
Yeah, also that fluorescent green hoodie is not a cute look.
No, and on the photo I've got of her, she's got like a green floral dress, but it
That
just doesn't look great. I think green just is not her colour.
Yeah, green is not her color. It makes her look like she's being served with a side salad.
Wonder if it does.
Yeah, it's not cute. So like ditch the bangs, get better eyebrows,
Honestly.
get Anastasia on the phone. She needs all the help she can get.
Yeah, in my notes I've written down the frown, the fringe, the menacing smirk. I don't like it.
Yeah.
What notes did you have written down for
What
Truffles?
notes did I have? Oh, the pick a struggle thing.
Sorry, I'll say it because clearly you won't. You wrote another ugly pig.
I mean, there are a few ugly pigs in this game.
Amazing.
Obviously, I'll never say that against my Queen Agnes, but like, Truffles looks like she fell down the ugly ladder and hit every rung.
Truffle.
Sorry to this pig. So,
I'll go next then with mine. I've picked Humphrey.
oh god,
Just look at him.
he just looks like he's about to mansplain.
Yeah. And can I just say, for this category, I would really recommend all the listeners to actually look at the photos of the villagers because you cannot get the true interpretation of them without seeing their faces.
You you
It's honestly horrifying.
you need to see this ugly to believe it.
Yeah. Humphrey is a cranky, nature-loving hamster. I would say he's like an extremely dark green.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah,
like a very dark hunter
almost
green.
black, but extremely dark green. Hamster, but he's got like bright blue eyebrows,
Hmm.
bright blue mouth area.
Snout.
Um, and I don't know what he's wearing, but it looks like a straight jacket.
Yeah, it's disconcerting.
Yeah, he's got like these weird eyes that are like wide set, menacing. Yeah,
Unsettling.
I'm just really not a fan of him.
I feel like he's gonna lecture me, and it's like, what do you have to lecture me on? I mean, look at us.
Sorry, Humphrey.
Let's not act like we're not good enough to judge on looks.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this is a clear example of what not to do.
So I've noticed you've got a tab open with Hazel on. Please
Oh,
explain because
here's the
I love
thing.
Hazel.
I think Hazel could look cute, but the thing
Yeah.
is, it's like she's got that unibrow,
There's
which looks like,
nothing wrong with
but
it.
it looks like the golden arches. It looks like the Infinity Bridge.
Her tail looks like a cinnamon roll.
Yeah, and
So
she's got those
nice.
ugly ass Courtney Cox bangs in Scream 3. You cannot. The thing is, I don't think she's really ugly, and I don't think she's a danger to society, and I don't like think she's horrible. But like, there are just like salvageable changes that can be done, and she's just not doing them, and that my friend is just it's laziness.
I personally think there's nothing wrong with Hazel. I think she's a great villager.
Hmm.
I strongly disagree with you.
That's fair,
Yeah.
but also you're wrong.
Oh, apparently she used to be called Sally.
Yeah, and she had to get a name change
So if
because
anyone knows her as Sally, then there you go.
yeah, she had to get a name change because she killed someone in a past life.
Fair enough.
But the thing is, I think that she could have potential as being just as cute as any other cute squirrel, but like, honey, tweezers.
There's nothing wrong with a unibrow.
I mean, it doesn't look good though. Like, in this case, it's just like, it needs a little bit of finessing.
Honestly, petition to cancel Arye Lynet over this comment.
Do you know what? That's fair. I've been working to that point for a while. Arye Lynet is over party.
Let's do it.
So I better stop before I incriminate myself further.
And I shall start. I've got freckles.
Oh, Freckles is cute.
No, Freckles is Freckles.
She's cute.
Um,
I like her.
so Freckles is a pink duck, and I bet you're thinking, well, you like the cute ones. A pink duck, that sounds perfect. No, her eyes are so wide set, they're so far apart, like they're basically on the back of her head.
It's so she can keep an eye out for Selena.
I do appreciate how much blush she has on. And her centre part is like
It's just covering her whole face, that's why she's pink.
it her centre part is like it's a choice, it's nice. But I get this vibe that she just has like a constant snot dribble coming from her being.
Oh, so it's fine when Daisy May does it, but when Freckles does it, it means she gets on the ugly list.
Yeah,
That
I'm
is
sorry.
callous. You
It's
should be the one getting
it's
cancelled.
part of Daisy May's personality. I don't make the rules. Freckles is cancelled for being uggo.
That she's not Ugo. She doesn't. She's cute. I think she's cute, and you're
Well,
being
why
too
wasn't she on your cute list?
because there was a lot of contenders for that list.
I see.
Yeah, but you
I
know
think we
what?
were all seeing right through the lies here.
God damn it! This is really my villain arc, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm working up to the cancellation party.
yeah.
Now, I have to agree with your next one here.
Oh my God, Curly.
Curly is terrifying. He looks like a sunburnt British man.
He is a jock pig, and I have one word about this one: gammon. In both meanings of the
Honestly.
word. He looks like he goes to pub crawls and he tries to stay after 10 p.m. despite the rules of it now being
Yeah.
you can't do that.
He's an anti-masker.
Anti-masker, UKIPper. He's like a loyal subscriber of the Daily Mail.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, giving me full on gammon vibes.
He thinks Boris is doing a great job.
Yeah, which, ugh,
Yeah.
just to imagine that. Yeah, he's definitely a whole other level of Ugo. And do you know what? I can't tolerate it.
No, I agree. And speaking of Boris, my next Uggo is called Boris. Hey,
Yay!
it is Boris the pig.
Another ugly pig. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. A lot of these pigs are ugly.
he's cranky. His catchphrase is snort.
Schnort.
Um, I actually think he's like some sort of warthog because he has like tusks.
Yeah, I love that on your notes you just put ew.
Yeah,
That was just your only note.
that was my only thought process when
Like,
I saw Boris.
it just
Ew.
speaks for itself, really.
Yeah, and I think if anyone listening would like to go and look at Boris, then I think you'd agree.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, ew.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So, who are we gonna go with next? Well, it's my last choice for the Ugo list. And it is
Oh, I have to strongly disagree with this.
that picture. I don't think she's ugly, this one, but this is the wrong picture. Let me show you the actual picture that really scares me.
By the way, the villager in question is Caroline.
Like, on here, like, those giant big blue eyes contrasting with, like, the orange skin.
Gorgeous.
It's scary.
I think she's lovely.
She's not ugly. She's not ugly. She's scary.
No. The vibes I get from Caroline is she's honestly just there for a holiday and she's loving life.
Yeah, she's just staring so intently, and it creeps me out, if I'm honest.
My plot line for Caroline is she went on a holiday with the girls. The girls left her, but she
Yeah,
stayed there despite it.
yeah, she's just living her best life, GC style.
Yeah, I love her.
But like the picture on her actual wiki page is a bit better, but there's just something very unsettling to me about her appearance.
Her phrase is hula.
Yeah, which I guess is cute. So I don't hate her. I think she is cute, but I think she's also a little bit scary, and that's why she made this list.
Oh,
But she's not as ugly as Truffles.
honestly, Truffles really just raises the bar.
Yeah, she's just is ugly supremacy.
Yeah.
So who's your last
Okay,
choice?
my last one is the villager who should have been on the kill list.
Yes.
My arch nemesis.
Yes.
Anchovy.
Anchovy, God.
I hate anchovy. I've always hated anchovy.
Yeah.
I had anchovy on Wild World as well. In my notes, I've got pisses himself, then mansplains why it'd be grosser if a woman did it.
Oh my god. That's on point note. And honestly, those brows are so thick, like
Yeah,
it's concerning.
and they're like greasy middle part.
Yeah, he just looks like he's gonna try and like talk over a woman when it comes to feminist issues.
Yeah, he looks like an upskirter.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
100%.
Yeah, incel tease,
Sorry to this man.
but
Not sorry to this man, actually.
had to be done.
Yeah, RIP Anchovy, you've now been degraded to the kill list.
Yes, you get the ugly list and the kill list. You get
Yeah.
both. So that was our ugly list. Please send your Arye Lynet is over party tweets in the reviews, or DM them to me. So the penultimate category is honorable mentions, and I only have one honorable mention, who is Megan, who we talked about earlier. So there's no real point. So we're just going to go on to our guests' honorable mentions. So do you wanna introduce your list of uh,
Yeah.
suspects?
So I have 6 honorable mentions, and this is basically like the same as the cute category for some of them. It's like an overflow category of my top faves or like people I'd like on my island.
And it's also the too good to not
Um
talk about category.
yeah, basically like I just had to include them in some sort of category. But I would say like the first 3 I wouldn't have on my island.
Mhm.
The last 3 I would.
Mhm.
So we'll set it as that.
Yeah.
But up first, I've got Violet.
Ooh, my sister Violet.
No, I wouldn't mind Violet being on my island, to be honest. Um, Violet is on your island, isn't
Yes.
she?
Yes, she
Is she
is.
still there?
Yes, she is.
Because I remember when you actually found Violet.
We went on a village hunt.
Yeah, and I was unsure about her at first. I didn't know what to think,
Yeah.
and I was a bit like, "Oh, don't get her." But actually, she's lovely, and her house is so
Yes.
nice. She has like a spa
And
basically
she
inside
has
the
like
living room.
a bed that's shaped like a purple rose.
It's amazing. Like everything she loves is like purple.
She gets a bad rap, I feel like. Like she's
Yeah.
stylish. The only thing is she does have a bum hanging out at times,
Oh, I forgot about
which I'd
that.
rather not have.
Yeah.
But like other than that, she's pretty awesome.
What surprises me actually is her personality is snooty,
Yeah.
which I really don't get.
I don't really think she's that snooty.
No. So for my notes for her, I've got nice lady, love her house, powerful brow game.
Mm-hmm.
She's great, and she's got like perfect lipstick.
Yeah.
She looks great, and she's just a cool lady.
Yeah, she's probably one of my favorite gorillas in the game.
Yeah, 100%. She's my fave.
Mm-hmm.
So up next, I've got Raddle.
Ooh. Spraddle.
Now, Raddle is a frog.
Ooh.
He looks slightly diseased, but he has a face mask on, a protective face covering.
Love it.
And I've just written, times like these, he's really following the rules, and I love it. Raddle for president.
Honestly, he's an inspiration, and I have to hand it to him.
Yeah. He's also wearing like a doctor's coat, a lab coat, so I'm assuming he's some sort of scientist or doctor or in like the medical field. Respect to Raddle.
Yes.
And I think he's cool, and I really wanted to mention him.
Yeah, honestly, a PPE king.
Yeah, really. So the next villager I've got on here is Pietro.
My king!
I had to mention Pietro because me and Pietro have a, a lengthy history, a bumpy
A
road.
tumultuous relationship.
So Pietro moved in to your island a
Yes.
while ago, didn't he?
Yes.
Um, I was not happy about it.
Yeah, you were not.
I've just had this perception of Pietro that he would be really annoying, um, just like an irritating character. But actually, he's really nice.
He's
And
a lovely clown sheep.
yeah, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why I didn't like him at first because I just have this thing about the sheep in Animal Crossing and I just don't like any of them.
Yeah. Because we had Kashmir on the island.
I hate Kashmir.
Yeah,
Oh,
she was a bit grouchy.
I always feel like the sheep are a bit up themselves. I
Yeah.
don't know why, I just get that impression. But Pietro is different. So in my notes, I put hated him at first, but he's just misunderstood.
Yeah, also shout out to Dom. He's lovely. Whenever I'm talking about the sheep being like ugly or whatever, I'm never referring to him. He's lovely.
I don't know him.
Oh, I'll show you Dom. Technical uh things. Boop beep boop boop while I show Dom.
Oh, Dom is actually quite cute.
Yeah, also he's got a rainbow top. And that's
Yeah.
biased, but whatever.
Okay.
He's lovely.
Well, yeah, he's not an ugly sheep,
We
so
get
it's
we
fine.
get two cute sheep.
Yeah. Okay, so the second half of my list, I would have them on my island. Now,
Is this the legend?
no, I'm gonna save the legend for last.
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna mention Cherry first.
Ooh.
I love Cherry. She's sisterly. Her catchphrase is what,
Mm-hmm.
and she likes music.
Yeah.
And she, for me, is an emo legend, the original e-girl. She looks amazing.
Goth Queen.
She's so cute. I would 100% have her on my island. To be honest, I was like going through the like list on the wiki page as I was like writing my own like categories and stuff, and I must have just accidentally skimmed over her, and I
Mm-hmm.
saw her last minute, and I was like, oh, Cherry.
She's just that damn good.
Yeah, she's great. The spiderweb tea is chef kiss.
Yes.
I just love her. She's great, and she has like a
She's got
sneaky
this
smirk.
inquisitive look to her.
Yeah, she's really cool. I love Cherry. My next villager is Bill.
Yes.
I feel like you can't do an Animal Crossing list without mentioning Bill. He's like one of like I want to say like the OGs.
He's a classic
He's
character.
I've literally put what a legend, irreplaceable.
He's a king.
Yeah, he's a jock, but he's like not fitness. Ooh,
Muscles.
yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
His catchphrase is quackle, which I love. By the way, Bill is a duck.
He's a brown duck.
Yeah, and he's got like a lovely little fringe.
Yeah,
He's wearing like a basketball jersey.
he's got this quirky little look to him, and it just
Yeah,
works so well. He just
he
looks like this all-around great guy.
he just looks so friendly and nice.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he'd be a nice neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
So I love Bill, and
Yes.
I remember him in Wild World.
Yes.
So yeah. Okay, the final person on my honorable mentions list
Ooh, we get
is
into the legend.
Kit.
It's Kit.
Now I don't know whether you know, but I don't know whether other people think Kit is like a legend on Animal Crossing.
I think
I
this
don't
is
know.
kind of exclusive
Is
to
she?
us.
Yeah, because I didn't know whether she was like a cult favorite, but
Yeah.
we have this like whole plot.
Conspiracy.
It's like a conspiracy slash made up like
Backstory.
backstory fan fiction ongoing.
Ever since Wild World came out,
Honestly,
and we got it, we
so
have
this
this.
has been going on like a good
It's a story
10
arc.
years.
It's a full-on soap opera.
Yeah. So first I'll read out what I've written down in the notes for Kit.
Yes.
So, oh, by the way, Kit is a female kangaroo, and she has her baby in her pouch that you can also see.
And she's a normal villager.
Yeah, she's a normal villager. Her catchphrase is child,
Child.
and her hobby is education.
Yeah.
So in the notes, I've put terrifyingly nice, serial killer grandma vibes. She'll knit you a jumper while you bake inside a puff pastry parcel.
What?
Like, she'll put you in the oven in a pasty, but she'll knit you a jumper at the same time.
Yes. So basically, if you don't understand what we're saying, Kit kills her babies for meat.
Right. Now, that sounds really, really weird, and it makes us sound slightly psychotic.
Yeah, it makes us sound concerning.
Yeah, but we've always had like this, what would you call it? Just like this, like weird backstory for kid that we
Yeah,
just randomly came up with one day.
yeah, like, the kid that she keeps carrying around, it's a different kid every time.
Yeah, so
She
we
just
just have
cycles
this
through the
thing.
kids.
Yeah, she just cycles through her kids and she just has more and more babies. And she just like puts them in pies and stuff.
And she just, like, makes, like she's like the Hannibal Lecter of Animal Crossing.
Yeah, that's actually a good way of describing it. Like she's like your friendly neighborhood kangaroo,
Yeah, on
but
the front, but
yeah, but what goes on inside the basement
oh,
is only she can say.
intimidating. So we kind of have this recurring joke about it, and I think no one else really gets it. But
Yeah, and I don't know whether that's gonna come across as too weird or whether other people find it
yeah,
funny. It's like a bit,
I feel
but
like that's very like
it's
your mileage may vary.
yeah, it's just this thing we have and we're like, yeah,
Yes. But do you know what? We had to share the Kitspiracy with you all. It's
100%.
what had to be done.
It's ongoing. If anyone would like to DM Ari to add to it,
Yeah, if you see any sightings or any mysterious things, please DM
yeah,
me on Instagram.
especially if you've got Kit on your island, if she says anything slightly suspicious,
Yeah, I do some screenshots.
yeah, we'd like all the evidence we can get.
Mm-hmm. I'd appreciate that very much. And
Yeah,
I believe that's the end of your honorable mentions
it
list.
is.
Indeed. So now for our final categories, and we are each going to talk about our top 10 or top 12. You have a top 12, please?
Yes, I have top 12.
Yeah, so our top villages. And so some of the villages that are on my top 10 have already been mentioned. So I'm just going to skim over those a bit, but I will still mention them.
I've also called this category for myself as well, villagers that would be invited to my island. So these people would get like the first invites.
Yes, onto her New Horizons Highland
Yeah,
Island. Highland? What am I saying?
I mean, could be.
Potentially, if you theme it right. So I'm going to start with my top 10, and I'm just going to do this in a block. We thought we may as well just do it in a block to change the pace a bit. So I'm going to start off with my favorite cranky villager, who is Static. And he is just such a cool dude. He's a squirrel, and I mean, squirrels are usually very cute. But like he's got this cool color scheme, the electric purple, the bright vibrant lime green and yellow. He just looks like a chilled guy, but he's also got a bit of a jazz and a pizzazz to him.
Yeah.
Eh,
Um, I really like Static. I actually forget about him as well. I think there's just that many villages you like
yeah,
they
exactly.
did like
There's
slip your
so
mind.
many.
He seems like such like a gamer. Like he definitely streams.
Yeah, yeah, you can follow him on Twitch now.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, I think he definitely earned a space on this list. So I believe that the next one is Savannah that I have. And the thing is, I have quite a bit of history with Savannah because I had her on my island in Wild World. And I just always thought she was a really cool person. And by person, I mean horse. I mean a normal horse villager. But she's got like a nice, like a understated but still jazzy color scheme. She's like a zebra. And she has a nice little front, almost like a fringe of sorts. And I think she's just stylish. I've always thought she's stylish and cute and still a little understated
Yeah.
and not too like saccharine.
See, I've always thought that she was a zebra, but obviously she's just a horse, which is
Hmm.
interesting. But it's just her pattern.
Yeah,
But she does look really cool.
yeah. I just think that she has just a great appearance, and she's always been very sweet to me. Or she was on Wild World, and I kind of hope I get her on New Horizons soon.
Let's hope she hasn't changed.
I hope so. So, the next one on my list is, ooh, another new one. And this is Olive. And Olive, the Grey Cub, she is such a cute character, but she's, again, an understated cute. And I wanted to put her on my favorites list because I just think that she's like the quintessential cute bear. And she's got just
Yeah.
such a nice sense of style. She's got a great colour palette. It's very neutral.
It's very like autumn.
I do love an autumnal palette, so that's not surprising. And
Oh, her phrase is sweet pea.
yeah, she's just this very lovely, sweet person who doesn't like shove it in your face. And on the wiki page, it says that she bears a passing resemblance to Poncho, who, I mean, Poncho was the one that gave me dad energy. So Olive
Ah,
gives me like supportive older sister energy,
yeah,
but like a smart older sister.
yeah, definitely. She studies like English lit at uni.
Yeah, I get that vibe from her. She's absolutely adorable and smart. So I have Bill next on my list, and obviously we've talked about Bill. He's a king, love
Absolute
him,
legend.
and he is a jock. So is he a jock?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Do you see how bad my memory is at times? This is why I have notes. So I'm going to talk about the other jock that I really love, and this is my boy. It's Roald.
uh,
I know Roald already has like a big fandom, but like look at him. He's just like this iconic penguin. He's he's a thick king. He's got the big eyes, which kind of look like he's not really sure what to focus on in the room.
why does he remind me of Will I Am?
Honestly, I kind of see that. But like my boy Roald, he's an absolute unit, and he's just I think that he gets a lot of hype and a lot of attention, but it's for a good reason because he's just a friggin' cool dude, and I don't know what I'm supposed to say otherwise. If you know, you know.
I didn't realize that Roald had such a cult following.
Oh yeah, he has a Twitter account and he like
Oh,
tweets a lot.
amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look at that later.
Please do.
Awesome. Well,
Yep. And then who do I have next? Oh, I have Audie on my list as well.
oh,
And we've talked about Audie, fashion icon, stunning, great color palette, great catchphrase, just a great villager that I would love to have on my island potentially. But obviously I haven't found her yet. So now
apparently she's like a rare villager,
I've heard that.
but I didn't know whether those actually existed or not. Like the rare.
I feel like because there are so many villages, all of them are kind of sort of rare in their own way.
I'm just looking at the next villager you have on your favorites list, and I was contemplating putting a Frita on the kill list.
Oh no! Frita is my queen. She is the patron saint of fast food. She gives hot dog, she gives taco, she gives a bit of hamburger. She's just. Do you know that one episode of That's So Raven where they get all the fast food stands in the cafeteria?
Yeah,
I can just imagine her being like the one pushing them in.
the mascot.
Yes, I just. I get that from her. She's got a cool color scheme. She's got like this funny face. I feel like she's very like Oktoberfest. She gives me very like German vibes. So we love a little bit of international influence. And I think we need that on an island because it's just something that's important.
One of her quotes is "Don't sweat the small potato."
I mean, don't.
And then in New Leaf, she says, "How can you not like potatoes? Have you even had a potato?" She's obsessed with them.
Yeah, she's the potato queen. Her skin kind of looks like potato as well.
Oh, oh my god, is she a jacket potato?
She's a jacket potato. She's a jacket potato, of course. Oh my god,
I think she actually is a potato.
are you just mind blown? Is
Yeah.
she just a potato? And her face looks like a potato. It even says on the wiki. What?
Oh no, she is a
Why are you
potato.
reading this thing? You can't do that to my girl. Her
Oh,
skirt is French fries. Her collar is French fries.
I just realised I missed a villager out of my cutest category.
Oh my gosh.
Merengue.
Merengue! Oh my
How could I
gosh. I
forget her?
can't believe you forgot Merengue.
Merengue is gorgeous. She looks like a meringue and she's a rhinoceros.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think the food themed villages are really cool.
Yeah.
Hence why I have Miss Frita on my list.
Oh wait, I missed out another one on my honorable mentions.
You
Oh
missed out
crap.
another one.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. The octopus one, but he's like a food.
Zucker.
Zucker.
Yes. He looks like he's choking.
Like the fried
Yeah,
octopus.
yeah.
Oh, I missed him out as well. I like him.
Bless. He is cute. But he also looks like he's choking.
Yeah. Oh,
Bless.
okay. Well, keep going with your list. I'm just interrupting.
So, my last three are the top three that are actually on my island.
Oh.
So, one of the three is Pietro, obviously, my clown king. He has this unparalleled sense of theatricality that is so good that he happened to also be on another list. So, so let's talk about the other characters. So, my number two is my king, or my prince, because Pietro's my king. So, my prince, Filbert. You know I love a cute squirrel, and Filbert is one of the cutest squirrels of them all. He's just got this look that's just, it's unparalleled. I'm
I
not.
was contemplating putting Filbert on my kill list too.
Then I would contemplate killing you for that. Filbert is cute, but he looks like he could cause mischief, and that's such a great characteristic. He's like someone that's really fun to be around. Honestly, I wouldn't forgive you if you put him on the kill list. I just wouldn't.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
disowned.
Disowned, cancelled.
Divorce beheaded died.
Wow, that's the record. So then my last choice, and my number one, and who I think, controversial, the most underrated villager on Animal Crossing, period.
Honestly, I think I agree, and she should have been on my honorable mentions list.
Yes,
If anything, she should have been on my invited to my island list, and she's not.
indeed. And this is Mira. Mira is one of my favourite villagers. I got her on an island hunt the first time, the first ticket I used, and I got her, and I was so excited
She's
because
amazing.
she is like this cool yellow superhero rabbit.
She
And
has the best outfit.
yeah, she's got a red mask.
But you remember that one time on your island when she didn't wear any trousers
Oh yeah.
and she was running around the museum with no trousers on?
I was like, ooh, let's get her a cute jacket. And then I got her a cute jacket, and then I realized she wasn't wearing any pants underneath.
Blathers had a heart attack.
Yeah, bless him. But she's like this cool super heroine, and I feel like she doesn't brag about it either. She's just very, like, she serves and protects because she does it, like, for, like, because she wants to, not because she gets fame and glory out of it.
And she's
She's
got
just,
pink lippy on.
yeah, she's caring, she's got yellow eyelashes. What more could you want in a villager? And that is my top 10 villager list. So let's talk about your list.
Okay, so my list is actually called Invited to My Island.
Mm-hmm.
So these are all the villagers that would get first, who would be like first choice, first
Yeah.
pick. They'd get like the first initial invite deliveries.
Yes, and she's picked 12 of them, even though you can only have 10 on your island.
I just couldn't decide. And then I get to use the other categories as overflows as well.
Yeah.
So you can clearly tell that I'm so indecisive.
You can also clearly tell she really loves the cute ones.
Oh yeah, you'll definitely be able to tell after I've read these out. But my first villager is Whitney. She's a white fox.
Oh,
White
yes.
fox or wolf? What would you say? Wolf?
I'm not sure. She could rock either one,
Oh,
though.
wait. Have a you search while I talk.
Yeah, let's get this thing up.
But yeah, she's got a snooty personality, but she's fashionable, and her catchphrase is snappy. So I think she's a girl who knows what she wants.
Yeah, she is a wolf.
Oh, she's a wolf. Okay.
She is so stylish.
Yeah, she has these bluey purple eyes.
And she has blue eyeshadow on the lid, and then on the outside, she has like a red pink eyeshadow.
Lovely.
We love the duality.
And in my notes for her, I've put she is fashion, elegant, a Russian model.
Literally, I couldn't have said it better myself.
She is just so high fashion. I love her.
Mm-hmm.
My second villager is Tiffany.
Ooh.
And I feel like Tiffany is extremely like looked over. Like she's very
Yeah.
overlooked. Um, she's a rabbit. She's snooty.
Yeah.
She's also a um,
Hmm.
fashion villager. Her hobby's fashion. But she has this like really bright red lipstick and strong blush and like sort of how would you describe her eyebrows? Like they look like Nike ticks.
Yeah, they're very, like, pointed.
Yeah, and she has like suspicious eyes, but not that she's suspicious.
Yeah.
She's like other people look suspicious, and she's like,
Yeah, she's trying to figure out people's
yeah.
deal.
And I have this theory she's an international spy and she's dressed to kill
Hmm.
because she's wearing like a tuxedo.
Yeah,
I just
she
think it's
is.
really cool. So I get like James Bond vibes from her.
Hmm.
My next villager is Rosie.
Oh,
And
she's just a
I
cutie.
feel like Rosie's got a little bit of a cult following.
She's very popular.
She's a peppy blue cat with pink blush, and her eyes are sort of like anime style.
Yeah,
I don't know whether she always looks like this, but in her little profile picture on here, she's winking, which I thought was really nice.
yeah.
And she wears cute clothes.
Yeah, she's just overall the quintessential cute villager, and
Yeah,
she just is stunning.
she has a really nice style, and she's got a nice little fluffy fringe.
Yeah, and her color is just spot on. It's like this kind of, it's dark, but it's still like a powdery blue.
Yeah,
It
it
just
is
suits her.
lovely.
And it goes
And
well with the pink.
her ears are like ombre.
Ooh, I didn't notice that.
Very nice. So my next villager on this list is Pico.
Pico.
I wasn't sure how to pronounce her name. She's a normal bear slash cub villager.
Yes.
Um, and she looks sort of like Japanese or East Asian inspired.
Mm-hmm.
And she just looks so cute. She's got eyeliner going all the way around her eyes, and her eyes are like piercing green
Yes.
and cute little blush cheeks.
Yeah.
And she's got like a how would you describe a fringe? It's like a block fringe, isn't it?
She's one of the only villagers with a fringe that actually really pulls it off.
Yeah, she actually looks good with the fringe.
Yeah, it works well for her. She's just exceptionally
Yeah,
cute.
she's just really cute, and she when you look at her, like I think all of the villagers, obviously you can't really tell their age with some of them because they're designed that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think with her, she sort of has this appearance of being like a little teenager,
Yeah, I get that.
and I just really like her. She's cute.
Mm-hmm.
The running theme of my villagers is just cute.
Exactly.
So another cute one is Marina.
Mm-hmm.
I love her. She's like bubblegum pink and she's got yellow blush, which I
Yeah.
really like.
Love a yellow blush in this
Yeah.
house.
She's an octopus or a squid,
Yeah, one of them.
I think. So she's got like a little circle O for her mouth. I'm doing like actions as if you can see me.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
And it's like lighter, so she sort of looks like she's got like concealer lips.
No, I'm only noticing
But I
that
like
now.
it.
Ooh,
um, she
yikes.
has like she wears a really really cute jumper, and the sleeves are like different pastel colors, and they've
Mm-hmm.
got like patches on them, and she has like a cute little middle part fringe and like hair clips,
Mm-hmm.
and she just looks really sweet. And she reminds me of Marina and the Diamonds in like the
Electra Heart
Electra
era.
Heart era, yeah.
Yeah.
So those were all girls, but my next one is actually a boy, and it's Lucky.
Yes.
So Lucky is like the spooky one.
Yeah.
He's a lazy villager. He's a dog, but he's actually a mummy. So he's wrapped in like mummy bandages, and all you can see is like this bright, sort of glowing yellow eye peeking out through one of them.
Yes.
And
Spooky
he's got like
King.
the little black ears.
Hmm.
But I just think he's a really cool villager. I think he's quite unique in how that he's been designed,
Yeah.
and he's fitting for the upcoming Halloween season.
Mm-hmm. I've planted my pumpkins today.
So I think contrasting all the pink and the cuteness and the pastels on my island, I think he would be an excellent fit.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of spook, a little bit of
Yeah,
mystery,
exactly.
and that's exciting.
So my next one is also a boy, and it's Kid Cat. And I feel like Kid Cat is also one of those villages that are slightly overlooked.
Yeah, he's just got this energy to him, but it's not
Yeah,
like chaotic energy, it's like positive energy.
yeah. Um, he's a jock and he's into fitness. But I love that his catchphrase is "Psst."
Hmm.
He's like sneaky.
He's got a whole helmet on as well.
Yeah, he looks like he's a white cat and he's got a helmet on and some sort of like jumpsuit.
Yeah,
He just looks really cool. He looks like a superhero or he should be in like an action film.
with like a bit of Formula One on the side.
Yeah, and I think with all the cuteness and the like calmness of the
Hmm.
island, I think his energy would just like amp it up a bit.
Definitely.
So back to the cute girls. I've got Judy.
Of course.
I feel like everyone loves Judy
Yeah.
because she's just gorgeous. She's got like actual stars inside of her eyes,
Hmm. Quite literally.
and she looks like she's like dreaming. She's like a daydreamer.
Yeah.
She's got like a vaporwave style ombre fur. She's glowing, and she's
Yeah.
got like a little frilly dress on. And I just thought, oh, oh, she's so nice.
Also, like the blue and the pink gradient. I'm getting like trans flag, which love
Oh,
that.
love an ally.
Woohoo.
She's so cute. And I could only imagine what a house looks like if she looks like that.
Oh, yes, you know she's got great decoration.
Yeah, anyone who's got Judy on their island, like, think yourself lucky. Don't let
Hmm.
her move out.
Yeah, you stay on her forever.
My next villager is Gail.
Hmm.
She is an alligator slash crocodile. Not
One of
sure
those
which.
things.
She's pink and she's got a heart on her snout.
I mean, that just sums up your taste in villages right there.
Yeah, pink with hearts. And she looks like she's got either like a princess or a ballet sort of costume on, which I really like.
Yeah.
And she's got bright blue eyes. And she's just gorgeous.
Hmm.
Oh, and her catchphrase is snacky,
Yeah,
which I love.
we all love a good snack.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like she'd like biscuits. I don't know
Some of us,
why.
some of us love multiple good snacks.
Yes. My next gal is Diana.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I love Diana. She's stunning. She's a fashionable queen. She's also got the brains to match because her hobby is education.
Hmm.
You would think it was fashion, but no, education. She is a snooty villager, however, but it's just because she knows what she likes.
Yeah, she's like the Elwoods of Animal Crossing.
Oh, that's a good
Like
description.
she's got the beauty and the style, but she's got the brains and she's got the determination and the
Yeah,
drive.
she knows how to use them.
And also, you did a really great makeup look inspired by Diana.
Thank you. It is on my Instagram, on my makeup Instagram.
Indeed.
Shan Victoria with an extra A. Sorry for the plug.
Linked in the bio.
But yeah,
Or should I say the description?
yeah, she's really cute. And she's got the strongest blush.
Hmm.
Like really like pew.
She
I love
really
her.
invented blush draping.
She's cute. So I think my next villager would make an excellent boyfriend for Diana.
Ooh, you think? Are you shipping them now?
Yes. And the next one is Sid.
King!
I think, right, so to sort of set the scene, he is a red elephant.
Yeah, he looks almost like a red, like, swap of Dizzy.
Yeah, but he's got these like really sort of squinted eyes,
Yes.
and like a purple mohawk fringe with a
Hmm.
leather slash satin could be
Yeah.
bomber jacket.
Hmm.
He's cranky, he's into music, and his catchphrase
Yeah.
is rockin'. So I think he's got like a bad boy attitude, maybe some eye candy for some of the ladies.
All the men.
All the men, yeah. Sorry.
Do you know what podcast you're on?
I know, sorry. I think it's just mainly because I'm thinking about him and Diana, just like
Yeah,
love it.
you have your ships in mind.
Yeah. I just want them to be neighbours.
Yeah, but I feel like he's cool and he's got like the kind of bad boy attitude, like you said. But I feel
Yeah.
like he also has like a sensitive side that he only lets out for some people.
See, now you're getting carried away.
I feel like he's like a songwriter almost. Do you get that? Do
I
you?
feel like you get that.
I do. Soulful.
Okay.
You
Well,
disagree.
moving on.
Anyway, so.
Um, my very last islander.
Ooh.
My islander, it's like Love Island.
Yeah.
And this is like my absolute favorite villager of all time, I would actually say.
Ooh.
I would love for her to be on my island if I did get the game. It's
Working on it.
Coco.
Yes! Coco!
Everyone's scared of her. It's sad because she's lovely.
I think she's creepy cute.
Yeah, she's got like a sort of um toga slash tunic. I'm not sure, sort of like like ancient Egypt style
Yeah.
um clothing going on. She's normal. She's into education, and her catchphrase is "doyoing."
Yeah, and she looks like she's made of like cardboard, which is
She's
really
she's
cool.
so cool. I just love her. I think she's a really really unique villager.
Yeah, and she looks really cute as long as you don't look at her hands.
What?
I said don't look at her hands.
What's wrong with her hands?
They look like something. Uh, moving on. So that was your top 12 villages you'd like to see on your island.
Yeah. Also, can I just say I love how Coco's face just looks permanently shocked, like the shocked Pikachu meme.
Oh yes, like an emoji.
That's a bonus. Yeah. So they were my invited to my island top villagers.
And we're done. So how was that then?
I think it went pretty well. I'm sorry if it ended up dragging on.
Yeah, this did take a while, but I think we did get some really good observations out of it, and it was a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
I feel like maybe I got a little bit repetitive towards the end because for some of them, my only reasons were they look cute.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes you do have only really an attachment to them because they are like cute in appearance,
Yeah.
which I get, but I like to kind of spice things up as well.
Yeah.
It's fun to do that. All right, so that concludes this week's episode and our judgmental antics surrounding Animal Crossing villages. So
Yay.
now we only have one question left, and it's the final question I'll give any of my guests,
Oh.
and the most important one, arguably. Do you have anything to plug?
Yes.
Of course.
I'm actually just about to launch a accessories slash home furnishing business.
Yes.
Everything is completely handmade by me and only by me
Yes.
at home. Um, it will be launching sort of the middle of this month. We're thinking around the 10th of October.
That's the current plan.
That's the current plan, but it could change. Um, Head over to the brand's Instagram, Things by Shannon, for updates and possibly some little teasers.
I will be linking to that in the description of this podcast.
Thank you. Um, Everything will be sold online, and
It's not an MLM.
yeah, it's not an MLM. It's everything's handmade and hand designed by me, all originally designed, and hopefully everyone enjoys what I make because I think I don't know.
Yeah,
I would like to buy the things, so
in my opinion, there are some absolutely gorgeous pieces in this line. Like, I
thank
know
you.
obviously I'm a little bit biased because it's my sister, but she has great taste. I wouldn't let her not have great taste
Thank
because I'd just
you.
be constantly judging, but I don't have to because she has amazing taste.
A lot of my products currently revolve around needle punching and wool. So every single thing I make is completely hand punched and takes a long time. So a lot of effort goes into it and a lot of love goes into it. So even if you don't have the money or you don't particularly like the items for yourself, even
Yeah.
just a follow on Instagram would be amazing in terms of support.
Yeah, and you
So
can
thank you.
check out the cool products and the cool branding.
Oh yeah, all branding and logos done by Ari.
Yeah, I helped design the logo and the brand identity for this, so
Yeah.
it's kind of a little bit like kind of goes to me, but it's mostly obviously it's mostly your thing.
No, you've been a massive help. And I think without your help, it might have been a complete disaster in terms of socials and branding. So
I'm
I
happy
owe
to
you that
help.
much.
So there's something to follow. So you can find that link in the description and also the link to her makeup Instagram account.
Oh, and we also take commissions.
Ooh, yes.
So if you have any ideas that you would like to see made into physical products, please DM me because I'd love to make it happen.
Yes. I'm sure that whatever you want to make or whatever you want her to make, she'll do an incredible job at it.
That's the end of my vlog. I've talked too much.
Not to worry. It's kind of your job to talk too much. That's the point of being a guest. So thanks for being on here today. Thanks for agreeing to this.
Oh no, it's
I
fine.
know it's
Don't
been a
worry. I've
process.
enjoyed it. I hope everyone else has enjoyed listening as well.
Yeah,
Hopefully I haven't bored them too much.
hopefully. And thank you, yes, you listening right now for listening to this week's episode. We hope you had a lot of fun listening, and maybe one day you might come back for another topic.
Oh, perhaps.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens there.
Perhaps the 391 villagers?
Perhaps not.
I
We tried that once, and yeah,
don't think I can put myself through it again.
it was like looking into my deathbed. But if you do want to go and follow my sister, which you should, and I'm judging you if you don't, you can do so at Shan Victoria with an extra A on Instagram. That's at Shan Victoria with an extra A on Instagram. Yes, I have to say it twice. And I will have it linked in the description along with at Things by Shannon, which is her upcoming brand,
Woo!
which I encourage you all to follow because it's got some great products and some cute branding from me. And if you want to follow me by some chance, my Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube are also linked down in the description, just in case you haven't done that already. And if you enjoyed this podcast so much you just want to talk about it endlessly, you can leave a review depending on the platform. And if you aren't able to leave a review, you can just share it. You can share this podcast with all your friends so they can all listen to this mess too. So, thanks again for listening. And remember, life is hard, especially when you're barreled, but all you can do is try your best. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.